Hey everybody, Hungarian Barbarian here, and I wanted to show and guide you through one of the first 3 dungeons of Elder Scrolls Online called the Fungal Grotto. Well, Fungal Grotto can be found in Stonefalls, which is the first bigger zone of the Ebonheart Pact. You're gonna see my Argonian Templar as I heal through this dungeon. Entering the dungeon, you're gonna encounter a beautifully designed underground area, boosted with mossy rocks, rivers and ponds. You can also pick up a quest at the entrance which gives you a blue light armor by completing it. It is perfect for a sorcerer or Templar class. We cannot venture too deep until we encounter the first group of mobs, which size is similar to those of a raid dungeon in other MMOs. If this is our first trip to an Elder Scrolls Online dungeon, we'll soon learn that we cannot rush through it with brain-dead all-in tactics. You have to push your beginner skills to the max to achieve victory, mainly if you are a tank or a healer. If you spam healing, you are gonna run out of mana and find your teammates dead really quickly. The first boss awaits right after the second mob group. He has 2 ranged mobs and 2 melee pets as a backup. Our damage dealers thought they would face roll the boss and won't give a damn about the ads, which resulted in a pretty quickly achieved revive. Time to revive and deal with those ads. Works fine this time and we kill our first boss. There is loot, great. There is no greed need pass in Elder Scrolls Online. Everyone gets loot from the boss's loot pool, but not the same items. It can be that you only get crap, but 2 of your teammates receive some blue items. By venturing forth, I quickly stumble upon a chest, and as a good MMO player I instantly ninja loot it. Quite nice. By opening chests we can find green and blue items too. Our teammates could go full rage on us though, since the chest disappears after looting it. The best way to solve Elder Scrolls Online's chest problem is to link the item we don't need in party chat for the others to decide whether they need it or not. This is a much better thing to do rather than ninja loot all the stuff and create raging and QQing among the group. Meanwhile, the second boss. A goblin chieftain, War Chief Ozozai. How could this one be harder than the previous boss? Well, for example, his 2 ads put down totems, which are bad for us and good for them. Conclusion: ask the tank to kite them away from the totems. Oh wait, our tank can't hold aggro. God damn this noob. Oh, it's not his fault? How is this not his fault? Well, in Elder Scrolls Online you have to watch your aggro, guys. Tanks don't have an aggro button on their keyboard. The damage dealers sometimes have to stop DPSing for the tank to get more aggro. So round 2 works well this time. Well, we kill the ads, only the chief remains, who sometimes randomly puts some shit under a party member who has to run out with it unless he or she wants to present us with an area of effect damage. It goes well, the boss dies. I loot his head and pierce it through some kind of pole, which makes the other goblins think that I am the new boss. Yeah, I'm the goblin boss. Let's teach these greenskins how the boss dances. Yeah, bitches. Alright, let's move on. The dungeon slightly changes. Waterfalls, ponds, rivers, mud crabs and drogs, who are some kind of mantid-like monsters, and they are bloody strong. There's also a drow boss with 2 ads. It's a good practice for the party to decide which one to focus since they deal a lot of damage. This kind of everyone hits everything tactic leads to certain death in Elder Scrolls Online. Followed by 2 mob groups and a little bridge awaits the epic mud crab boss. It's slightly easier than the previous ones, you can even ignore the ants and face roll the crab. The ultimate fight is against the drow queen, the brood birther. She has a nasty attack which pulls the group to her, then she instantly starts casting an AoE. You better run out of it instantly, else you find yourself on 10% HP or worse. This can be failed 1 or 2 times before the healer runs out of mana, which is not good, as you may all imagine. So Fungal Grotto is an extremely atmospheric dungeon with great fights for a starter dungeon. We pick up the great quest reward, then leave through a similarly wonderful cave, which leads us to the entrance. Thanks for having me through the journey. See you in the next video, which will be about the Banished Cells, a cryptic dungeon with undead. See you next time, bye.